The Obama daughter everyone's talking about just shocked Hollywood with a net worth that doesn't add up. While some claim she's worth $100 million, others say just $100,000. But the real truth about Malia Obama's luxury empire will blow your mind. Here's what nobody's telling you about the former first daughter's rise to Hollywood royalty. At just 26, Malia Obama's wealth reports range from $100,000 to a staggering $100 million. But the truth behind her luxurious lifestyle reveals something far more complex than anyone expected. But before we expose the real numbers, there's one shocking detail about her living situation that even her parents tried to keep secret. We'll reveal that bombshell in just a moment. The internet is divided. Celebrity net worth claims Malia Obama has just $100,000 to her name. Industry insiders whisper about $12 million. Luxury lifestyle publications boldly declare $100 million. So who's telling the truth? Here's where it gets interesting. They might all be wrong. The confusion starts with how we define wealth for someone like Malia. Her personal earnings, the family trust funds she can access, the multi-million-dollar properties she calls home. The answer changes everything. Let's start with what we can verify. As a writer on Donald Glover's Amazon Prime series Swarm, Malia earned a legitimate Hollywood salary. TV writers on high-profile shows typically earn $3,000 to $5,000 per episode. And with Swarm's 8-episode run, that's potentially $40,000 from writing alone. But here's the first twist. That's pocket change compared to what happened next. Her directorial debut, The Heart, premiered at Sundance Film Festival 2024, winning Best Live Action Short at the Chicago International Film Festival. Independent short films don't pay much up front, but they open doors worth millions. And those doors, they're already swinging wide open. The Nike commercial she recently directed featuring WNBA star Aja Wilson represents a major leap. Commercial directors can earn $50,000 to $500,000 per project, depending on the brand and scope. Nike's budget for celebrity campaigns? Let's just say they don't count pennies. Yet here's what nobody talks about. Malia's real wealth isn't in her bank account. The entertainment industry operates on a completely different financial model than most people understand. Writers' rooms provide immediate income, but the real money comes from back-end deals, production credits, and overall development agreements. When Donald Glover praised her work ethic and creative vision, he wasn't just being polite. He was signaling to the entire industry that Malia belongs at the highest levels. But wait, there's something even more valuable brewing behind the scenes. Remember that shocking living situation I mentioned? Here it is. Despite access to a real estate empire worth over $50 million, Malia Obama shops at IKEA and watches her budget. Her mother Michelle revealed that Malia and sister Sasha live together in Los Angeles, having poked around yard sales and shopped at a nearby IKEA, watching their budget. They're living like typical young adults while having keys to properties most people only see in magazines. But what properties are we talking about? The crown jewel, an $11.75 million Martha's Vineyard estate spanning 6,892 square feet on 30 private acres. This isn't just a house, it's a compound. 7 bedrooms, 8.5 bathrooms, private dock, tennis courts, basketball courts, and direct Atlantic Ocean access. The Obamas previously rented this same property for $50,000 per week before buying it outright. Wait, it gets better. The estate sits between Slow Cove and Turkeyland Cove, areas frequented by celebrities and politicians. When you're neighbors with Oprah Winfrey and Spike Lee, you're not just buying real estate. You're buying into an exclusive club where a casual conversation over morning coffee could lead to multi-million-dollar opportunities. The property features whitewashed walls, timber floors, paneled walls, and vaulted ceilings that create the perfect backdrop for intimate gatherings of the world's most powerful people. The multiple stone fireplaces aren't just for ambiance. They're conversation starters where deals worth hundreds of millions get discussed over wine and strategically casual encounters. Then there's the Washington, D.C. Power Mansion, $8.1 million in the elite Kalorama neighborhood, 8,200 square feet with 9 bedrooms. This home is the second most expensive in a neighborhood where Jeff Bezos owns the $23 million top spot. When your backup house costs more than most people's lifetime earnings, you're playing in a different league entirely. The strategic location matters more than the luxury amenities. Kalorama isn't just expensive. It's where power brokers, diplomats, and influence peddlers maintain their DC presence. Living there means your casual neighbors include people who shape global policy and economic decisions. The Chicago connection rounds out the portfolio, a $1.6 million Kenwood home, where Barack and Michelle first built their family fortune. 6,400 square feet of Midwest luxury, complete with granite kitchen floors, mahogany bookcases, and wine cellars that have hosted intimate dinners with world leaders and entertainment moguls. But here's the question nobody's asking. Why live like a budget-conscious student when you have access to all this? The answer reveals a wealth strategy so sophisticated that most financial advisors never encounter it. The car situation reveals something fascinating about Malia's lifestyle choices. Unlike other celebrity children flaunting Lamborghinis and Maseratis, Malia's been spotted walking around Los Angeles, grabbing coffee, heading to yoga classes. This isn't about lacking funds, it's about something else entirely. As the daughter of a former president, Malia likely still receives Secret Service protection, especially during family visits and public appearances. This means personal vehicle choices aren't just about preference. They're about security protocols worth hundreds of thousands in logistics alone. The transportation infrastructure surrounding any Obama family member is staggering. When she travels with family, advanced security teams coordinate with local law enforcement, establish secure routes, and maintain communication networks that cost more per day than most people's annual salaries. Presidential motorcades typically include 12 to 15 vehicles, armored limousines, counter-assault teams, communications vehicles, medical support, and backup transportation. The fuel, personnel, and coordination costs easily exceed $50,000 per movement. Yet she chooses to live quietly, blending into LA's creative scene, rather than showcasing wealth through material possessions. When Malia does use personal transportation, it's likely through private car services or ride-sharing platforms that provide security-vetted drivers and GPS tracking. Expensive conveniences that most people never consider. But there's a deeper strategy at play here that most people miss completely. By maintaining a relatively normal public transportation profile, Malia preserves the ability to move through the world without constant paparazzi attention. This anonymity is worth millions in terms of personal freedom and creative flexibility. At the Deauville Film Festival, Malia wore a trendy checkered Vivienne Westwood outfit with knee-high black boots. When asked about her fashion choice, she said, "I don't know as much about fashion, but I'm happy to be wearing it." The outfit, easily worth $2,000 to $3,000. This seemingly casual comment reveals her luxury lifestyle philosophy. Access, without obsession. She's been spotted at exclusive LA parties, luxury vacation destinations in Hawaii and Aspen, and high-end wellness spots throughout Los Angeles. Her gym memberships and yoga classes in upscale areas suggest annual wellness spending in the $20,000 to $30,000 range. Recent paparazzi photos show her post-workout in designer athletic wear, holding artisanal coffee drinks, and socializing with entertainment industry insiders. Each casual outing represents hundreds of dollars in premium lifestyle choices. But here's what's really interesting about her spending patterns. She attends release parties for artists like Destin Conrad, exclusive events where the guest list alone represents millions in collective net worth. These aren't public parties. They're invitation-only gatherings where connections are worth more than cash. The strategic value, immeasurable. Donald Glover didn't hire Malia Obama for her last name. He hired her despite it. She's just like an amazingly talented person. She's really focused, and she's working really hard. Glover told Vanity Fair, "I feel like she's just somebody who's gonna have really good things coming soon." The Swarm co-creator Janine Neighbors was even more specific. "She's an incredible writer. She brought a lot to the table. She's really dedicated to her craft." But here's the career investment that changes everything. Malia's using the professional name Malia Ann, deliberately distancing herself from the Obama brand while still maintaining its power. This strategic move allows her to build legitimate credentials while keeping the family connection as a trump card for future negotiations. The math is staggering. Entertainment industry analysts estimate that having Obama recognition adds 200 to 300% to earning potential in media deals. A typical first-time director might negotiate $100,000 for a commercial. Malia Ann Obama. The starting conversation begins much higher. Her Sundance Film Festival appearance wasn't just a screening. It was a coming-out party for Hollywood's newest power player. Industry insiders report she networked with major producers, took meetings with streaming platforms, and discussed development deals worth multiple millions. Yet there's still that mysterious element I promised to reveal. The Obama family empire generates wealth most people can't comprehend. Barack earns over $1 million per speaking engagement. Michelle's book Becoming sold 10 million copies, generating roughly $65 million in advances and royalties. Their Netflix production deal through Higher Ground Productions represents ongoing income streams worth tens of millions annually. But here's the family wealth secret that changes Malia's entire financial picture. The Obamas structured their wealth through trusts, investments, and strategic financial planning, typical of ultra-high net worth families. This means Malia likely has access to funds that don't appear in traditional net worth calculations because they're held in family trusts designed for tax efficiency and long-term wealth preservation. Conservative estimates suggest trust fund access could provide $500,000 to $1 million annually without touching principal investments. For someone building a Hollywood career, this represents ultimate creative freedom, the ability to choose projects for artistic merit rather than immediate financial necessity. The psychological advantage alone is worth millions. When you're not desperate for your next paycheck, you negotiate from power. You can turn down projects that don't align with your vision. You can invest in long-term creative relationships rather than quick cash grabs. But wait, there's something even more valuable than money at play here. Let's break down Malia's actual annual luxury lifestyle costs. Premium LA housing in entertainment industry areas runs $200,000 to $500,000 annually. High-end travel, based on her spotted destinations, easily reaches $100,000 to $300,000 per year. Designer fashion, wellness, and entertainment expenses add another $50,000 to $150,000. Total luxury lifestyle cost, $350,000 to $950,000 annually. For most people, this represents multiple years of income. For Malia, it's what she could earn from a single commercial directing project. But here's the twist that explains everything about her wealth strategy. She's not trying to maximize immediate income. She's building long-term empire potential. Every project, every connection, every strategic career move compounds over time. The luxury lifestyle isn't the goal. It's the foundation that enables bigger plays. Recent industry reports suggest Malia's considering development deals with major streaming platforms. These agreements often include multi-million-dollar overall deals where creators receive guaranteed funds to develop multiple projects over several years. The entertainment industry loves Obama-adjacent content. Political dramas, social justice themes, and stories about power and privilege consistently perform well with audiences and critics. Malia's unique perspective as someone who literally lived in the White House during adolescence provides content material worth potentially hundreds of millions in intellectual property value. Here's where the numbers get truly staggering. Entertainment industry analysts project that successful directors and producers can build net worths exceeding $50 million within 10 to 15 years of breakthrough success. Malia's starting from a position most creators never reach. She has immediate access to A-list talent through family connections, financial security that allows creative risk-taking, brand recognition that opens doors globally, educational credentials from Harvard University, proven creative abilities recognized by industry veterans. The inheritance prospects alone represent generational wealth. The Obama family's $70 million current net worth will likely grow substantially over the next 2 decades through continued book deals, speaking engagements, and media projects. Conservative projections suggest Malia could inherit $20 to $30 million eventually, but that's assuming the family wealth doesn't continue expanding dramatically. More interesting, she probably won't need it. Industry insiders whisper about development deals already in discussion. Streaming platforms are hungry for content creators who bring both talent and built-in audience appeal. A successful overall deal could provide $10 to $20 million guaranteed over 3 to 5 years, with additional back-end participation in successful projects. But there's one final revelation that puts everything in perspective. The real measure of Malia's wealth isn't money, it's access. Access to presidents and world leaders, access to entertainment industry power brokers, access to generational wealth strategies, access to opportunities that money alone can't buy. She's building something larger than personal wealth. She's positioning herself as a bridge between political power, entertainment influence, and social impact. This combination historically creates wealth measured in hundreds of millions. She's building wealth infrastructure that could generate those numbers annually within the next decade. The luxury lifestyle we see today isn't the destination. Smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon.